Hey, I'm TQ.
I'm JQ.
We're the Q Brothers,
and this is Small Flower TV. Special guest in the house today.
KQ.
KQ?
KQ.
Hi, Rick.
I've been adopted.
Whoa, Christy. This is Christy Katzman, a good friend of ours who also happens to be, among many other things, a licensed acupuncturist, an herbalist, a new chapter educator, product educator, and sales rep, and also just all-around good person who was once a colleague of ours.
Yeah.
And I've been crying every day since we stopped being colleagues.
But what we wanted to talk about today was New Chapter's vitamins. Well, first I wanted to just ask about, like, I think a lot of people, when we're in the store, a lot of people come up and say, like, so how is this different from Centrum? That's like, I get that still like 50 times a day.
Yeah,
and
so
it's really surprising that, I mean, people don't know. So we have to kind of educate them and say, like, you know, a whole food supplement is different than.
Yeah, so let's leave it to Christy.
Yeah.
Talk about when you're looking for a vitamin, New Chapter otherwise, but obviously we're talking about New Chapter, but what are you thinking people should be thinking about when they're looking for a vitamin? Because that is a big question, like, what do I need to know about vitamins and what's important? So can you speak to us about that?
Sure, and I think that kind of takes two different directions, and you touched on both of those, because one, with the Centrum, it's that your body doesn't break that down. So you can't absorb any of the vitamins and minerals from that product. So with any multivitamin...
Why is that? Why is that?
Your body just can't digest. Basically on that, it's the coating on that multivitamin. So it can't even break through the coating to absorb the vitamins and minerals in that multivitamin.
But even if it could, is it the fact that it's isolates as opposed to...
Yeah.
Exactly, so that's the second part of it. One, you have to choose a multivitamin that your body can actually absorb. And two, it's the question of, do you get one nutrient or a broad spectrum of nutrition which comes from whole foods? And I always talk about the example of a carrot. So when you think of beta carotene, a carrot probably comes to mind. But the truth is you could choose beta carotene and get one vitamin, or choose to source your beta carotene from the carrot and you get 244 healing compounds, including the beta carotene. So it's one or 243 more. So there's a really wide spectrum of nutrition that comes from choosing to source your vitamins from whole food. And what New Chapter would say is, why are we throwing all that nutrition away?
Yeah.
Your body absorbs the targeted nutrition best as part of its whole food complex because it understands what that is, but you get a lot more. You know, it's the 244 to 1.
Yeah, having been through some of the New Chapter trainings and seen, you know, a bunch of great people speak on behalf of New Chapter, I think one of the things that always struck me is the idea that no one's saying that beta carotene isn't good or whatever vitamin is in question, and no one is saying, even like for fish oil, for example, like EPA and DHA are good, but the idea of not only is it better and getting additional things, but the actual combination of all those things found in nature has benefits which even the individual pieces don't have alone. And so that it's the combination of them, not just like I'm getting those other 244, but those 244 combined to do something that even separate they can't do. None of them separately can do by themselves.
Right.
Like human relationships. You know? No, really. It's like you can get like, oh, I'm going to get my attention through this and I'm going to get this through this, but it can't encompass the person.
It's sort of like if we did a video of me and then a video of you and then a video of Christy. That would be awesome. But a video of me, you and Christy together, now that's something.
You are going to absorb so much of us.
Having Christy here makes it so much more absorbable. Thank you for sitting through our videos regularly.
So another thing I'd like to mention, and this is this is nice, you know, because it happens to be useful, but it's also just like a nice little side benefit of taking vitamins that are whole food based is that you don't get sick from them, and you can take them on an empty stomach and they're fine because it's food.
Yeah, which that is actually huge because
really huge.
You know, a lot of people have that problem. And also that's just proof to the consumer too that what you're getting in here is food. You truly can take it on an empty stomach and it won't make you nauseous. Your body understands how to absorb the product. But you know, something that's unique about New Chapter 2, it's that it's not just whole food, it's certified organic whole food. We just became verified non-GMO this year, which we're the first supplement company to do that and go through that verification.
Nice.
And then the other piece is really what I think is the home run with New Chapter, and that's that we ferment our food. So you think about all the benefits of fermented food like kimchi and miso and all these great healing food.
Sauerkraut.
Right, exactly. We don't get a lot of those in our diet now.
I mean, I'm sorry to interrupt, but why are those so good?
I mean, fermented foods have special benefits that other foods don't. You know, like they boost your immune system, they help reduce inflammation in the joints. The big thing...
What is DIM? Because that's what I always heard about was in fermented foods.
You might get those benefits from the fermented foods. The one I really think of DIM with is the Every Woman 2. It has the breast support in here. It's broccoli sprouts.
Yeah, right.
So
cruciferous vegetables are high in DIM.
So that's about, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's about like basically metabolizing estrogen in a healthy way, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, exactly. But a lot of men will take the Broccoli or
I mean, I take the prenatal, which has
exactly.
They used to call it Broccolive, right?
Yes.
But,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
He's getting ready to have his baby in Washington.
I'll tell you what though, my nails, I mean, I have to cut them, I would say like 3 times every 2 weeks.
Yeah, and you just shaved your head twice today.
Yes.
Just kidding.
I shaved a clean base an hour ago.
No, but seriously.
No, I mean your hair and nails, they're stronger, they grow faster. I mean, it's astounding. And we're being like nailed with estrogens everywhere through plastics and through foods and everything.
Which is why a lot of men want the broccoli, because it's going to flush that. And those tend to get stored in fatty tissue, you know, so it flushes it from the body. It promotes phase 2 liver enzyme activity, which is basically going to remove carcinogens. You know, so we all live in Chicagoland area here.
Yeah.
So it's a concern for everyone, but you know, you get basically the equivalent to eating a pound of broccoli. So that's a lot to get in your diet.
And for someone who's maybe not as fond of broccoli as
like
others,
when Rachel makes it for the kids, I was like, whoa.
I've actually
eating broccoli.
Yeah, it makes the whole house stink.
But they're so good. It's so good for you.
I know. Believe me, I don't say that about many things. Like I'm all down with stinky stuff.
Take your room too, Anthony.
I'm doing that. But I happen to take the Perfect Energy.
Is that this one? Perfect.
No, this one right here, which I find to be a huge benefit to my day. And I realize right now, I'm embarrassed to say, that I haven't taken it yet today because I ran out the door to take my kids early to school. And it's sitting in my bag, and I need it.
That one's extra cool because they put, they spray afterwards, right? Flower essences on that.
There's flower essences in that one,
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So, you know, and the whole thing with the fermented food with the vitamins, besides what we just talked about, is the fermentation actually creates energy. So just by choosing fermented whole food vitamin over just whole food, you're helping your body make energy even before you absorb all the vitamins and minerals. That's really why I think people feel awesome on New Chapter, is you're helping your body make its own energy, no stimulants.
Is there probiotics in the vitamins?
So this is something that's a little confusing for people. We do use probiotics to ferment the food. But at the end of the process, they're not alive, which is why we'd still recommend Alflora or another probiotic of your choice. So the probiotics are used to turn the organic food into fermented.
Gotcha.
And it's sort of like turning milk into yogurt. So you can eat yogurt, it's pasteurized, you still get great health benefits. It's because those bacteria have released a lot of healing compounds into the milk. Mm-hmm. Same thing with the vitamins. But if you need it for probiotic, for digestive balance,
separate
you want to take a probiotic addition.
Awesome.
Cool.
Well, I mean, it's the ones we take, so, you know, I take the I've been taking the Perfect Prenatal.
There are a lot of great vitamins, but I haven't, you know, we carry a bunch of lines which are good, but I have a hard time finding an argument to take anything other than New Chapter for me personally, just because of so many of the things you talked about, you know?
I know, so Anthony, you were talking about taking the Perfect Energy, which is one of our newest vitamins.
I love it.
So on top of, you know, the fermented organic whole food, you get a lot of additional superfoods in this product that are designed to increase energy without stimulants.
Well, tell me about that, because that's the thing that I love, is that I'm very sensitive to stimulants.
Right, so
like I can't do caffeine, I can't do it, there's no jitteriness or nothing physically sort of amped up about this. It just feels like, wow, I'm not tired, and I want to mentally and physically tackle the day.
What is it? So what does it use to do that?
So the big thing in there is the grapeseed extract we're using. It's a white Sauvignon Blanc grape from New Zealand. It's really cool. It's exclusive to New Chapter for 2 years. And this particular grapeseed extract has the benefits of grapeseed extract, like cardiovascular support and antioxidant support.
Right.
But what it also does is it inhibits lactic acid production. So you're reducing muscle pain. But then what happens is your muscle cells aren't bogged down in lactic acid and they make more energy. So no stimulants are used, and yet clinically you're showing an increase.
Isn't that amazing?
It reduces pain.
When you first told me about that, I was
and
like,
it's so it works so well. I mean, everyone comments on that.
3 a day?
It's a 3 a day.
Maybe I can do like 1 and 2 and 2 and 1.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I always recommend. You can take them all at once, but remember some vitamins are water soluble, like B's and C's, which are so good for immune support, stress, and energy support.
It's better to space those
It is, because then you'll get the benefits longer throughout the day. But you know, truly part of being a whole food vitamin is take them when you want.
Yeah,
and you're gonna
I take them all 3.
Exactly.
It's just like too much stuff in the day.
Get them in. It's like
so, vitamins. Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully you will find a vitamin for you. But I think keeping these things in mind, whatever line you go with, is going to lead you to good places.
Yeah.
So
enjoy.
Yeah, health to you.
Thank you.